Welcome to 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. It's time for the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with Huntsville coach Rodney Southern. Live from True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. Tonight, Coach Southern talks about last week's game and what to expect from this week's opponent. Now, let's go live to the coach and your host, Rob Hipp.
All right, Huntsville, Texas, how's everybody doing tonight? My favorite time of the week.
Full house.
Full house again tonight. Welcome. Let's give it up for True Texas Barbecue. Thank them so much. Thank you, True Texas.
Thank you.
For all that you've done this season. And, Brian, you know, one of these days I'm going to actually come a little bit earlier so I can eat beforehand, man.
You've been saying that every week. You just need to do it.
Yeah, well, I was hoping if you would show up, you'd buy me something to eat. But,
well,
Brian, you know, that's how I thought in the Christmas spirit of the way things
giving.
are. Yeah, thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Well, hey, we're here today, an awesome afternoon, and we're doing these shows on Tuesday just because of the Christmas break. But Huntsville taking care of business, defeating Barbers Hill 49-19 in the area round.
Outstanding.
Taking care of them. This was their third consecutive area round victory for the Hornets. So 3 years in a row, incredible work. A.J. Wilson threw for 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 55. Jordan Woodbury, 8 receptions and 140 yards on 2 touchdowns. Brian, we were having a lot of fun up in the broadcast booth. Another great game. And these kids just continuously, we keep talking about it, improve week in and week out.
Absolutely. And, man, this is where it's where it all counts. I mean, you win, you move on, you lose, you go home. That's how important it is. And these Huntsville Hornets all year long have just demolished their opponents, and they keep getting better. You know, one of the aspects of the game that I was looking for improvement on was just the penalties. And they cleaned that up and just had a very clean, sound football game last week against Barbers Hill. And, man, Barbers Hill came in and they didn't know what hit them. Big Hornet defense, Hornet offense, fun game to watch, fun game to call. And, man, I'm excited about this game coming up on Saturday.
We're looking forward as well. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back in our first segment, we'll talk to head coach Rodney Southern. This is the Hornet Nation Coaches Show live from True Texas Barbecue.
True Texas Barbecue, smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound, plus delicious sides like brisket, beans, creamed corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. Hungry? Stop by True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. Voted best barbecue chain in Texas the past 2 years by Texas Monthly. True Texas Barbecue presents the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with Rob Hipp and Coach Rodney Southern live at 6:30 p.m. Come early as seating will be limited. Sting 'em Hornets.
It's the season to save at Wiesner Pre-Owned in Conroe. We have the right car at the right price right now with over 300 to choose from. We offer quality Carfax assured vehicles, each with Wiesner's 29-point vehicle inspection. Plus, every Wiesner Pre-Owned vehicle comes with our bumper-to-bumper 3,000-mile peace of mind warranty. Prefer certified? GMC and Hyundai vehicles are in stock and priced to sell. Come see us today during the season to save. Just 8 minutes from the Woodlands, exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe.
We will all experience that time in life when we'll say goodbye to a loved one. When that time comes, you want someone who understands, someone that will look after your loved one. And that someone is Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
I'm Larry Graves. We are committed to serving your needs with sincerity and respect. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, 1700 Normal Park, 936-291-7300.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, serving you in your time of need.
All right, Huntsville, Texas, welcome back. We are live from True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. We're now joined by head coach Rodney Southern. Let's give it up for Coach. Coach, as always, good to have you. How are things going tonight?
Pretty good.
Well, we're excited to be here, and thanks again for us being able to do this on Tuesday. You know, with Christmas right around the corner, things you kind of juggle the schedule around, and a lot of juggling going on. Of course, we're going to be playing on Saturday. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But, Coach, the defense not allowing Barbers Hill to score until that fourth quarter. Did you expect Barbers Hill to put more points on the board or not? I mean, this was a team that entering, you know, kind of the scouting reports is they got a pretty solid offense. But, once again, they haven't faced a defense like the Hornets all season.
Well, I thought once we could see kind of what they were going to do in terms of how they were going to try to protect, because I just don't know that there's anybody that's going to be able to line up consistently and run the ball inside on us. So you take away a facet of the game that's a little bit more difficult because now you got to be a what we say, you got to be a C gap, D gap team, and that eliminates a lot of your offense a lot of times. And they couldn't run the ball inside, so now you've got a little different scenario. And obviously in long yardage situations, we feel really good about our pass rush, and we didn't have to blitz them as much as we thought we might have to. And but again, you expect at this level, obviously, you're going to always expect people to give you your best shot. And we still feel pretty good about how well we play defensively too. Coach,
the confidence week in and week out seems like it's improving. From a coaching standpoint, how would you kind of look at that confidence, and do you kind of feel the same, that it continues to improve?
Well, I think success and winning naturally builds confidence. It builds confidence when a coach tells you, hey, do this, and this is what's going to happen, and you do that, and it happens. And I think also when you play well, your teammates naturally understand that if so-and-so plays well, it makes me a better football player. And that's a lot of the things that we try to preach. I told them pregame before the game, I said, stay in the moment. Don't get caught up, and it's something we'll talk about a lot tomorrow. Don't get caught up in all the other stuff. Stay in the moment. Stay in what's happening in the game. And I think we've done a good job with that. And I think all those things combined obviously makes you a more confident football player, and it also makes you play faster necessarily than maybe what you run, but you play football faster. And I think we've gotten better in that area too, and that that just makes everybody better when that happens.
Hey, Coach, we talked about a little bit before you came on the set about the lack of penalties and everything like that, which was a good sign. And one of the things you talked about last week is it's kind of a fine line, because you want these guys to be aggressive, and they are. And, that has been fun to watch. But you also got to watch the penalties that kind of come with that. Talk about that from last week, if you would.
Well, I think and now being here 7 years and learning about the Houston chapter of officials, which is who we've used the last 2 weeks, it's who we're going to use Saturday. Penalties sometimes are a direct correlation to the crew that you use. That crew the other night, I know they don't call holding. There's been one holding penalty. We've had them 3 times in the last 2 years, and they've called one holding penalty. So you're going to limit some penalties that way. But again, we always try to work on, the fine line of being aggressive and getting after people, but then understanding where that line stops. But anytime you can eliminate penalties, a good thing we didn't have a whole lot of false starts, and those penalties that you just know that they start you at 1st and 15 or 2nd and 15. This crew that calls the game Saturday, they're a little bit more natural flag happy, I think. So you may see a few more Saturday, but again, we're going to try to eliminate as many as possible. But you still, when you play as solid as we're playing right now, you're going to have some mistakes. You just hope you don't get caught.
Right. What were some of the highlights from last week's game against Barber Hills?
Well, the biggest thing, we got a lot of people in the game late. We played 2 freshmen the other night in that game late in the 4th quarter. Probably 2 or 3 things that, we scored again defensively, and that's the 4th game this year that we've scored in all 3 phases of the game. Ethan got that interception. We expect to score offensively. The kickoff, the pooch kick that Matthew Tatum recovered was probably another big play that, he was just doing his job. And Matthew was on our JV all year and, obviously moved him up in the playoffs. And then, late in the game when they kicked off to us and they kicked the ball right to JoJo on almost a line drive, I knew if he got a block or 2 that would be a touchdown. So probably the fact that, we spread it out. We did a lot of different things really well. And, going into the 4th quarter, they were in check offensively. And, we played a lot of guys. And I've changed my philosophy a little bit. When we get into the 3rd and 4th quarters, especially in a game like that where we're up, those young guys and those guys that don't get to play as much, we're going to leave them in there. And they've got to learn. They've got to learn how to execute. They've got to learn how to stop people. And then sometimes they don't. But hopefully they learn a valuable lesson in the process. But, overall it was a clean, well-played football game in all 3 phases.
Coach, final question before we wrap up this first segment. What did you tell the young men after the game?
get ready for practice on Christmas break week. We're all in uncharted waters. That's what I told them Friday night. We're all in uncharted waters, the teams that are still practicing. And we're treating it almost exactly like a Thanksgiving week. But, you got to work around Christmas Day. We can't do anything Christmas Day. We're going to try to do some things. We're going to do a Thursday morning walkthrough like we always do. And we've invited parents to come. We're going to have a team prayer at the end that, just to kind of give thanks again for, a lot of the things that are going on. And sometimes we don't stop and thank people for helping us get to this point, because it takes a whole lot more than just us and kids to do this. There are a lot of other people involved. But, I told them enjoy that, and then we'll go back to work. And we were here early Monday morning ready to go.
Well, Coach, looking forward to the game coming up. We're actually going to talk about the Crosby game coming up here in the second segment. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a brief break. We'll continue the Hornet Nation Coaches Show here live from True Texas Barbecue.
True Texas Barbecue, smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound, plus delicious sides like brisket, beans, creamed corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. Hungry? Stop by True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. Voted best barbecue chain in Texas the past 2 years by Texas Monthly. True Texas Barbecue presents the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with Rob Hipp and Coach Rodney Southern live at 6:30 p.m. Come early as seating will be limited. Sting 'em Hornets.
The good people at West Sandy Creek Winery would like to thank everyone in the community and surrounding counties for their support during this past year. They wish you all a happy and healthy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's West Sandy Creek Winery located in Richards.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas from Adams Furniture. That's right, folks, it's Christmas time. We're having a huge Christmas sale. How about Lazy Boy? $3.99 for a recliner, $4.99, $5.99. Big man's chairs, little ladies' chairs, they're all in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Listen, come in right now. We have a big mattress sale going on with the largest mattress dealer in Huntsville. How about Tempur-Pedic? How about Sealy? 60 months, interest-free financing. Listen, we also have a bed. You buy the queen-size mattress, we'll give you an adjustable base for free. Hey, that's a Christmas deal from Rudolph. Come on in, folks. It's happening right now at Adams Furniture. How about sofas for $3.99? Hey, we've got room packs for $8.99. This is a huge Christmas sale going on right now at Adams Furniture. This stuff is in stock at my store. It is ready. All the store has inventory in it. Come in to see us for our Christmas sale. It's going on right now. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopadams.com.
All right, friends, welcome back. How's everybody doing tonight here in Huntsville, Texas? Had to move the old speaker around a little bit there. We're getting a little bit of back feed, so hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Can y'all hear us okay back there? Stephanie, you guys, can y'all hear us back there? Y'all can hear us? Okay. Well, we're back here talking with head coach Rodney Southern, facing the Crosby Cougars in the regional playoff on Saturday. Of course, Christmas on Friday. The Hornets met Crosby in that area round last year. It was a 54-44 victory. Crosby finishing their district 9-3 overall, 6-1 in District 12 5A. D2 Region 3. That was good enough for second place. They defeated Texas High 62-42 this past Friday. Their only district loss was that 29-24 loss at home versus Nederland. Coach, kind of the same questions I ask every week. The mindset right now heading into this matchup on Saturday.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, we kind of understand where we are. We've been, several of these kids have been in this situation now, some of them 3 years. We know this is the round where you kind of separate the men from the boys. You can sometimes get into the second round just by the right draw or the right situation. The teams now are all good, and they're all there for a different reason. Whether it's like Crosby's really, really good offensively. They've got most of the skill guys. If you probably did an exact number, there's probably 8 to 10 guys back offensively and defensively that were skill guys. They've got 2 guys playing quarterback, number 1 and number 2, and you really don't know which one's going to be the quarterback, which one's going to be the running back, because they're both playing it. So they present a different set of problems, but at the same time, we feel pretty good defensively. But they make some big plays. They've made big plays on everybody they've played, and the higher the scoring game, I think the more they like it.
Coach, what are the Hornets going to have to do to establish themselves early in this game coming up on Saturday?
Well, probably the biggest thing, we were fortunate the other night, that was game 11, and we had lost 10 tosses in a row to that point, the coin toss. We actually won the toss and deferred, which is what we want to do. We want to try to be able to have the ball to start the second half. We've started fast the last couple weeks, and everybody talks about that. I think that's a coaching cliche. It's more about execution than it is starting fast, because if you execute, you ought to score. But we got to execute offensively. We can't turn the ball over, and we hadn't turned it over, knock on wood, in 3 games. So those are the 2 key things on that side. And then obviously defensively, you got to get these guys on the ground. They're going to make some yardage. They're going to make some plays because they're very, very talented. But you can't give up the big play. And we gave up the big play last year in the second half against them. We were up 21-22 at one point in that game last year, and it got within 10, and it got closer than that. So making plays and tackling in space is going to be huge defensively. And they've got a kicker that's probably, other than ours, I think he's one of the best ones around. He's got a super strong leg. We probably will not get to return a kickoff because he's probably going to kick it out of the end zone every time. He actually kicked one against last week against Texas High that went through the uprights. He's a super strong-legged kid, so it creates a little different problem because now you're starting most of your drives on the 25-yard line instead of the 30 or 40 or whatever the situation. So those are key things, but again, starting fast is good if it's executed right, and then obviously playing as solid a defense as you can. And trying to figure out, okay, is the quarterback or is he the running back? And they've done a good job mixing all that up. And early in the year, even number 10 played a little quarterback, and you really didn't know why or what the situation was. So, but number 1, number 2 make their offense go. So we got to take care of those 2 guys.
Well, you've talked about, some of the positions already, Coach, and those keys to victory. We're going to pray that wind blows real hard against them when they're kicking. So we're going to put in a special Christmas prayer for that one, Coach. But Crosby, a team you're facing again for the second year. Do you see coaching styles kind of change from year to year at some capacity, or can we expect maybe more of that high-powered offense that we saw last year out of Crosby?
Well, I think the thing with them is they're playing at a very high level from a confidence standpoint. Going into that game last week, he and I talked early in the week, and he felt really good about the game against Texas High, very similar to, I felt really good about our game against Barbers Hill. I think now you've got 2 teams that have athletes on both sides of the ball, and you have a coach who's confident because all those kids that played in that game last year from a skill standpoint were all juniors. Now they're all senior, or the nucleus of them are seniors. So I think you got a coach who's confident. He's willing to take some chances, just like we're willing to take some chances because we feel confident in what our defense can do if we did go for it on 4th down and didn't get it.
Well, we're back at Wood Forest again this Saturday, just like last week. Just the logistics on that, is that kind of the way things fell? Was that already kind of pre-scheduled? Any news about that?
Well, the big thing is, you have to, as bad as you hate to, you have to plan a week ahead on all these games, and he's played there before. He felt very good about the stadium. Of course, as soon as he mentioned it, I was excited about it because from a logistical standpoint, we're going to be in the same visitor dressing room. We're going to be on the same side we were last week, and obviously we played there last year as well. And the athletic director at Conroe's a good friend of mine, so as soon as I called him, the initial thing, they thought they were going to have a 6A game that night. So that's why it kind of got out that we were starting at 1 o'clock Saturday, and it's actually a 2 o'clock start. Because if they would have had a second game, then we would have had to kicked off at 1. So, from a logistics standpoint, it's not a big difference between his drive and our drive. It's still traveling, but, obviously we feel pretty good about playing in that stadium again.
Coach, you're going into game number 12 on the year. What's the overall health of the team?
Well, I think, coming out of the other night, you're going to get bumped and bruised and banged in these games. Everybody other than, of course, Sebastian, who had surgery on his ACL, way back, other than him, we're going to have everybody there. Now, I can't say that everybody's 100% because there's some bumps and bruises, but we feel really good at this point because we've learned how to practice. I had a couple friends of mine at the practice today watching how we do things and kind of helping me evaluate some things, and he was really shocked at how well we can practice and stay on our feet and not be on the ground a lot, because that's when guys get hurt, when they're on the ground. So we feel really good from a health standpoint. We got a couple ankles that are still bothering a little bit, but hopefully by Saturday, because you get an extra day of rest in this process too.
Coach, you talked a little bit about the practices this week. Can you delve into it a little bit more, maybe a little bit more specifically for the people who are listening, the people that are here, kind of how it went?
Well, the big thing is, we basically followed our Thanksgiving schedule, which, we have athletics during the normal school day from basically 7:15 to 8:15. So we start at 7:30, and we're either like tomorrow morning, we'll lift weights at 7:30, and then we'll go out and do whatever we've got scheduled in terms of practice. Monday and Tuesday are work days. Today was obviously a heavy run work day, but we try to get everything done in the morning. That way the guys, a lot of them, we were done at 9:50 this morning. So it gives us time to watch film. It gives us time to plan for the next day, and still trying to allow these kids and obviously even our coaches too, because, it's Christmas. Coaches, I had a couple that had to go Christmas shopping because they just got married, so they're already in trouble because they're waiting until December the 22nd to go Christmas shopping. But, stuff like that where, people have to have other parts of their life. Now, tomorrow will be our last real work day. Thursday morning we will do a kick the field, is what we call it, which is basically your kind of polish up your final script. And we're also going to do, and we've told the kids to invite their parents, we're going to do kind of like we did for Thanksgiving. We normally have a family prayer is what we call it. And we invite, obviously parents, but we want to be able to open it up if people want to come watch. We're only out there about 25 minutes. And then Reagan Cooksey, the pastor at Northside Baptist Church, is going to come do our prayer Thursday. And that's more, for families just to, we're sitting here, and at that time it'll be December the 24th, and we're still playing football. We're still undefeated. There are a whole lot of things to be thankful for. We talked last time, and I'm going to talk again Thursday about our potential bond coming, that, people need to be aware of what's going on with that. And obviously, hopefully all those people that come there are going to be there Saturday for the game. The UIL has said we can't do anything on Friday, which is obviously Christmas Day. So our guys will have Thursday basically most of the afternoon, and then all day Friday, and then Saturday morning we'll get back in a normal game routine. And we wanted to go to Saturday because hopefully if we're still around after this round, we'll go back to Saturday. And then if we're still around after that, it kind of gets out of your control a little bit because the state game's actually scheduled for Friday at 11 a.m. So you kind of got to get back to a Friday at some point to give yourself those plans. And you hate to plan that far ahead, but you have to. But we feel really good. Monday and Tuesday was really good, and we'll have another good one tomorrow if we can get it in before it starts raining. So, and then Thursday, hopefully it'll be a good family time, and then go win a football game Saturday.
Coach, most important question. I hope you don't mind me asking, because when you walked in, I noticed it. The beard is growing out a little bit, Coach. Can you let us know about that?
Well, I've told people that ask me, I've been shaving my head for 26 years. And I think I could do it in my sleep, but I get tired of shaving. and my wife and my daughter hate it because there's a lot of gray in it, but I usually let it grow till it starts itching. Once it starts itching, it's got to go because I'm not a beard guy. But my wife doesn't like it, so I'm going to keep it a few more days.
Well, I always did this back in the day, where I used to live when we broadcast the kids there. I always told them, especially through our baseball runs, I said, I won't shave until it's over. So I'm going to keep this one going. Bridget, my fiance, doesn't want to hear that, but I'm going to keep this one going, Coach. So, well, as always, we appreciate you. Looking forward to the game coming up versus the Crosby Cougars, the Cougars, the regional playoff on Saturday. Looking forward to it, Coach. We'll be back down there in Shenandoah And just excited, proud of these kids, and thankful for Christmas and all the good things and all the blessings that we have, through a year, Coach. 2020, so many things that we could look at on the flip side, but we have so much more to be thankful for. So.
Well, and like I told the guys the other day, there's only 16 left in our division, and going back and looking at the COVID scare, the amount of time we spent in strength and conditioning in August and September, and being able to get to this point, and you don't want to use this word a lot, but I did use this word the other night after the game. I said, we're perfect right now. I mean, everybody that's been put in front of us, we've beat them. And not a lot of teams can say that. Hopefully we can continue to be perfect in that area. We know we failed in a lot of other places, but in that area, we're really good right now.
Well, Coach, as always, appreciate your time and looking forward to it. Let's give it up for head coach Rodney Southern. Appreciate you, Coach. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll continue the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. We are live here at True Texas Barbecue. We'll be right back here in just a moment.
Thanks.
True Texas Barbecue, smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound, plus delicious sides like brisket, beans, creamed corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. Hungry? Stop by True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. Voted best barbecue chain in Texas the past 2 years by Texas Monthly. True Texas Barbecue presents the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with Rob Hipp and Coach Rodney Southern live at 6:30 p.m. Come early as seating will be limited. Sting 'em Hornets.
Brookshire Brothers wants to help make your holidays happier. Whether you're making your family's nostalgic favorites or putting a new twist on those Christmas dinner classics, discover savings on everything you need to make your feast more festive. You'll find savings throughout the store like Swift GT boneless center pork loin, just $1.99 a pound. Honey Crisp apples, only 97 cents a pound. And for all your holiday baking, save on Food Club butter, 16 ounce for just $1.99. Or let our bakery department do the work with a delicious 9-inch gourmet pecan pie for $14.99. Plus, it comes in a glass pie plate, so we promise not to tell if you take all the credit. For even more savings all season long, check out our weekly ad. And don't miss exclusive holiday recipes at BrookshireBrothers.com. We're here to help you cook up more holiday joy. Merry Christmas from Brookshire Brothers, your community grocer since 1921. Prices may vary. Please see your local Brookshire Brothers weekly ad for details.
Put a little rock music there. I thought you were making it screech as we came back. But welcome back, True Texas Barbecue. How you doing tonight, Huntsville, Texas? Well, we're excited to be here. We've got Trey Garrett up here. Trey, I'm going to bring you in just a second, but I got some really exciting news that I want everybody to hear. If you've been listening to KSAM, you've heard this week. But we have a hometown of the week on KSAM, if you guys are familiar with that. But it doesn't specifically have to be a hero. Sometimes it can be plural. And we had a person from the community nominate the Huntsville Hornets. And so let's give a round for that. That is
Absolutely.
So this week, our hometown heroes are the Huntsville Hornets. From the undefeated football team to the band, the cheerleaders, GGs, and all the support teams around them, to every single student at Huntsville High School. 2020 has been very difficult to be a student. You have all shown great poise, patience, and leadership. Huntsville ISD and you guys and the entire Huntsville ISD and the kids, you are our hometown heroes. One more round of applause for the kiddos this year. Well, Trey Garrett Jr. joins us. How are things going tonight, Trey?
Good.
So, we were chatting a little bit earlier, and I was thinking, I know the O-line was going to be here. I thought, okay, maybe AJ's going to be here, so I was going to put him on the spot. And then I said, well, wait a minute, it's the O-line tonight. So we wanted to start out and talk to you a little bit, Trey. So thanks for being here, man. So is this – were you on varsity last year? This is your first year on varsity, correct?
Yes.
So what is – man, let's just talk about it. This season, you guys have been just blistering through these games. What has been the most fun part for you so far this season, Trey?
Probably being the underdog and proving everybody wrong. Probably the most fun.
You come – and you're exactly right, because you come into the season, a lot of folks were saying, hey, it's a team rebuilding year. You're new to varsity. I think there's on that O-line, 3 sophomores, I believe. You're a junior, but I think 3 sophomores. Those guys are here tonight too. Talk a little bit about that and just the underclassmen and what they've brought to this offensive line this year on varsity, man.
They brought a lot of help because we didn't have really anyone. So it was either have a few sophomores will have really no O-line. So
what's going through your mind each week is, you get through week one was stressful because you didn't get to play. And then you go into that first week. What were you thinking heading into the season, and has that thought process changed at all?
It hasn't. It's been, if their D-line's not better than ours, then it's going to be pretty easy for us.
Trey, you O-linemen, I don't want to say unsung heroes because you're very much heroes, but you guys are in the trenches. You guys are in the battle. I mean, it's man versus man, and what I've seen you guys do all year long is win those battles. And if it wasn't for you guys winning those battles, I mean, nothing can happen offensively. I mean, you can't run the football. AJ can't drop back and go through his progressions to find his wideouts. I mean, nothing can happen without you guys. And I want everybody.
Yep.
Good job.
Good, man.
I mean, it starts with you guys, and y'all have done a tremendous job. I see the confidence level, just get bigger and bigger as each week progresses. And, man, my hat's off to you and your colleagues over there on the O-line.
You're facing a Crosby team coming up on Saturday, going through Christmas. What's that like? Because you're so used to practicing and playing and doing all that during the week and practicing, and then you go right to the game. Well, this time you're practicing, then you've got to take that day off, and then you go and play. Kind of walk us through the preparation of the week and how that's adjusting with Christmas, man.
It's new, but it's not. It's like we're used to having to switch from weird situations and back to normal because it's Corona and stuff. So having to switch from having a game on Saturday and having to practice all throughout the week, it's really nothing different. Just get ready for the game on Saturday.
What's the difference? I'm just asking this question just from your perspective. You have the defensive line who's held up. They've played great all season. Talk about your role on the offensive side and kind of the difference on that offensive line, because you've got to protect your quarterback, your running backs. Talk a little bit about that and your role on the team.
My role basically is to get the quarterback the ball first, because if I can't get him the ball, then there's no play, and can't win without a play. So if we get the quarterback the ball and protect him so he can make all of his decisions and reads, we'll be good throughout the game.
How has that adjustment been this season? For you stepping onto the varsity for the first time, how has that adjustment been? And did you have to work through a few things? The communication with AJ and those guys getting him the ball. Tell us a little bit about that.
Starting off, I was nervous. Having to come from being a starter on JV to having to start on varsity is a big switch and a big change. It's a bigger responsibility. You got to step up, be a leader, and doing all of this. And that's basically it.
What does it mean to you? You put on that Hornet jersey. Brian talks about, he's been here for a long time. He used to wear the jersey. What does that mean to you?
Right now, as a junior, it means that I'm no longer playing for myself. I'm playing for the seniors because it's their last year.
Awesome, man.
That is awesome.
Well, I got a couple more questions. I'll let Brian ask one. Brian, go ahead, and then I've got a couple more to end it.
Well, I want to say this, and we had Jose on last week or the week before last, and, I watch you guys, again, because without you guys, nothing can happen. And you guys are imposing your will on the defense, and which is opening some huge holes and giving AJ plenty of time to throw. But what is impressive to me and to I know a lot of other people is you guys are staying on your blocks. You guys don't just have initial contact and let the defender go. You guys stay on there. And I watched you particularly, I saw it. I just happened to catch you, man. It was on a screen pass. And you were not going to let that defender have any part of that play. You drove him out of bounds. That screen pass went all the way in for, I think it was a 40-something, 49, 48-yard touchdown. That, to me, is so impressive. But I've seen you guys do that. I mean, you stay on there. The tenacity that you guys on that O-line have, man, is terrific. And, again, I applaud you.
Well, Trey, Christmas is coming up, man, Friday. What do you want for Christmas?
I want the PlayStation 5.
Oh, PlayStation 5. All right. What are you excited most about the holiday, man?
Seeing all my family, friends.
Did you grow up in Huntsville?
Yes.
Brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Older, younger?
Yep.
Or
Everybody Huntsville.
All right, cool, man. Well, finally, camera's right there on you. Who do you want to send a shout-out to tonight before we end this segment, man?
Last time I got in trouble for doing this, but my grandma, so she don't get mad at me this time.
What's your grandma's name?
Gloria Tubbs.
Let's give it up for Miss
Wait,
Gloria.
Gloria.
Good to see you tonight, Gloria. So, well, Trey, good to have you here tonight, man. We're going to step aside. We're going to take a break. We got some more of the offensive linemen that we're going to pass the mic down and chat with. Stay with us, friends, as we'll continue the Hornet Nation Coaches Show here at True Texas Barbecue.
Okay.
True Texas
Stop it, man.
Barbecue. Smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound, plus delicious sides like brisket, beans, creamed corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. Hungry? Stop by True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. Voted best barbecue chain in Texas the past 2 years by Texas Monthly. True Texas Barbecue presents the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with Rob Hipp and Coach Rodney Southern live at 6:30 p.m. Come early as seating will be limited. Sting 'em Hornets.
The holiday season is here, and that means Wiesner of Huntsville's holiday savings event is too. Like getting a $3,000 rebate and 0% interest for 72 months on a 2020 Cadillac CT4 or CT5. Thinking of an SUV? What about a $2,500 rebate and 0% interest for 72 months on a Cadillac XT4 or XT5? We also have the all-new redesigned Escalades arriving daily. But these deals won't last long, so hurry down for the Wiesner of Huntsville's holiday savings event or shop us online at WiesnerCadillac.com.
No crowded malls. No delayed deliveries. Holiday shopping is different at Boot Barn. Get guidance from an in-store expert. And if what you want isn't in store, we can whip it with free 2-day shipping. If you prefer to shop online, get curbside pickup or local same-day delivery, where we'll gift wrap your presents, add a card, and deliver it to you or a loved one. Learn more about our holiday services in-store or at bootbarn.com. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
All right, Huntsville, Texas. Welcome back. How's everybody doing tonight? Man, we're having such a good time tonight. You know, we had a lot of fun last week. The defensive guys showed up, and tonight talking to the O-line. We're just going to move the microphone around like we did last week. I know you guys weren't here, but you probably saw it. And just say your name, your first and last name, what grade you're in, and then we'll just and what your position is on the line, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. So go ahead, we'll start, man.
Well, my name's Jose Cruz. I'm a senior, and I play left tackle.
And Jose, we had you on the show a few weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
What's happened since then? How are things going?
A little bit more bruised up, and that's about it.
Couple more wins, right?
A couple more wins too.
Awesome, man. Is your family here tonight?
Yeah, they're right there again.
All right, well, let's give it up for the family again. Welcome. Good to have you all again here tonight, friends. Well, man, you know, you guys now coming into this regional round of the playoffs, Jose, what's this journey been like just through these playoff games and still rocking and rolling, man?
It's been amazing because, like, not many teams are doing this right now. Like, and I'm just happy that we're lucky enough to still be doing this, you know? Because I don't want my senior season be over yet, so until, you know, we get a ring or something.
So last week, you know, there's been all these new little acronyms, you know, from Hitsville, Saxville, Slamsville. But even on the offensive line, you guys are pushing people around. Do you ever have that urge, though, to just be like, man, I just wish I could tackle this dude? Do you ever have that urge, man?
Well, not tackle, but like pancake him.
Yeah.
Eventually it happens, but like, you know.
That's what you guys look for, those pancakes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything, you know, I've heard that there was like donuts for the deep. Is there anything for the offense if something happens?
Wait, no.
There's nothing for the offense.
Unsung heroes, man.
That's right, man. Well, hey, you know, Christmas coming up. That break is happening. You know, what are you gonna do for the break, man?
Probably finish up a few gifts, you know, and we'll keep on watching a little bit more film.
What are you hoping for Christmas?
Some more socks.
I love it, man. Hey, you know what? As you get older,
you get plenty of socks.
Yeah, as you get older, like I want T-shirts and socks now and underwear. That's what I want for Christmas. My brother brings me gadgets, and I'm like, dude, I don't need that. I need T-shirts and socks, man. Well, Brian, got any questions for Jose?
Oh, man, we're just proud of you, Jose, and all you guys. He's done a tremendous job this year, and, man, one game at a time. And go out Saturday and do what you've been doing all year long, man. Just impose your will on that guy in front of you, and good things are going to happen.
Jose, who's the strongest guy on the O-line, by the way?
Well, Probably that 300-pound dude.
He's even saying, yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw him out of the corner of my eye saying, you better say me.
That's right. I saw him flexing up a little bit, dude. So, well, Jose, before we let you go, camera's there. Who do you want to say hello to tonight, man?
I like to give a shout-out to my girl. Yeah.
All right. There you go. He just left it at that, Jose. We'll keep going now, man. Thank you, Jose. Yeah, we give a clap here.
Yeah.
All right, young man.
All right, my name is Lane Taylor. I'm a sophomore. I'm a right tackle on the O-line.
Lane, how's it going this year, man? What's going on this year?
It's going great. I really can't believe we made it this far, and I'm glad I can continue playing with my brothers on the O-line.
Lane, have you been in Huntsville a long time? Were you born and raised here?
Yes, sir. Born and bred.
Brothers and sisters here?
I've got 3 older brothers, but none of them play football.
They didn't go through the Hornet program.
No, sir.
So what do they think about what you're doing, man, and just how well you guys have played this year, Lane?
They're just excited for me. You know, it's just regular old family, you know, rooting for your family. You know, hoping they do the best they can and go far in life with whatever they do.
That's right, man. What have you been excited most about this season? I mean, of course you guys are winning, but besides that, what have you really enjoyed this season on the football team?
The thing I've enjoyed the most is growing up, you know, in middle school and stuff. You go to the football games on Friday nights and you see these big dudes on the field, and then it's just a great feeling to suit up on Friday nights and be those people underneath the lights.
And Lane, what class are you again?
Sophomore.
You're I wanted to make sure because there's only 3 of you guys on the line that's a sophomores.
Yes,
what has it been like for you being an underclassman and being on that varsity squad?
Oh, it's great. It's a great challenge, a great opportunity. You know, get out there early, let colleges know you're here, and I just love doing it.
Speaking of which, where do you want to be, man? I know you've still got a long high school career ahead of you, but I know you're already thinking.
Yeah, I really want to go into engineering, maybe at Texas Tech.
Awesome, man. All right, Brian.
Got that look, doesn't he? Hey, Lane, being a sophomore, you know, an underclassman, as Rob was saying, and you're playing a very important position. You know, all those positions, you know, truly on the O-line are important. The left tackle happens to be very important because that's the blind side for the quarterback. Explain your role for some of these people that don't really know what that means as a left tackle and the blind side and kind of the things you have to do to protect AJ.
Well, I'm going to put it the way Coach Lott says it. You just got to protect the quarterback and make holes. That's really all we do.
That's all. That's what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can't let those guys come in because AJ never sees them, you know, when he's dropping back to pass because, again, you're protecting his blind side. But, again, man, you know, for a sophomore, you guys on that O-line are doing a heck of a job. Keep it up.
Yes, sir. Biggest thing, we just got to be consistent with what we do and get better every week.
Good.
Do you feel that the confidence, too, is built? What have you noticed, the chemistry with your team and the confidence? How do you feel that that's matured this season?
I feel that we get along very well, and we do what we do together. We mesh together very well. It's really nice that we get to go against the best defense in the state, so every game is nothing we haven't seen before.
How much can you bench, man? You look like you look like you'd bend the bar when you lift that thing up, man. Like you're a Hulk over there, man.
Well, I haven't maxed out in a couple of years, but I wouldn't be surprised if I could do 315.
Awesome, man.
Microphone kind of looks like it disappears in his hand.
Yeah, that's right, man. We love it. Well, Lane, you know, PlayStation 5, socks. What are you wanting for Christmas, man?
Honestly, I just want to spend some time with my family.
That's great, man.
And I want to keep playing football with my brothers. Great sport there is.
Awesome, Lane. Let's give it up for Lane, man.
Nice job, Lane.
Lane, I wanted to ask you one final question. You know, I talked to you about you being a sophomore. Talk a little bit about just the mentorship that you've received from the seniors and your upperclassmen on this team.
Man, I don't know what I'd do without my seniors. You know, they've been great role models. They've been great players, great people to line up beside and hit the guy in front of me. Jose Cruz, he's helped me a lot being the other tackle, and the left tackle, me being the right tackle. He's really helped me out with what I need to do.
Great, man. Camera's on you. Who do you want to send a shout-out to tonight from Huntsville?
I want to give a shout-out to my fellow sophomores, Thomas Rose and Chris Smith on the O-line.
All right.
Doing a great job this year.
All right, well, let's give it up, Lane.
Nice.
Good to have you tonight, my young man. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. All right, young man. We'll got you going.
My name's Ryan Hicks. I am a junior, and I play center and tackle.
Ryan, this season, you know, you've heard a lot of the questions so far. This season, what has it meant to you? What has this season been like so far for you, Ryan?
It's meant everything. To go from, this is my 12th season of football, so to play my first varsity downs this year was something special.
And you said senior, or did I?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. That's right, Ryan. So you know you're going through this season. You guys don't even know if you're going to get to play football. You know, early on, you really don't because this COVID whole situation. And then you know everyone finds out, hey, we're going to have a season. Talk a little bit about that and just what is the whole transition been entering into the season and going through that? What has it been like for you?
It's been pretty smooth. It's weird. It's weird having to not knowing what you're going to do, but we kind of just went with the flow of it and did what we were told to do, what Coach Southern asked of us.
Ryan, week one, supposed to play Nederland. That game didn't happen. Did that deflate you guys at all, or did you just say, hey, we'll just go out there and get the next one?
I think we were all kind of expecting something to happen at the season. The fact that it happened at the beginning was probably the best way it could have happened because we just got as another week of practice.
Did you grow up here in Huntsville, Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters?
I have a sister.
Sister. Older or younger?
Older.
Awesome. Okay. What does she think about you playing football, man?
I don't know. Don't really talk to her much about it.
All right.
Hey, Ryan, since you're the center on the team, that's really the leader on the O-line. Talk about your leadership role on the offensive line.
Well, I feel like it's nice to be able to help like the sophomores, the underclassmen a lot with knowing the plays and just getting the passing of the torch kind of thing to the younger guys. They have a big role on our team.
How much communication during the ball game do you have with your fellow linemen, calling out defenses, things like that? How much do y'all communicate?
We have gotten better at it over the year. At first, we didn't have very good communication, but I think we've got pretty good communication on the O-line now.
And you talk about the brotherhood. Everybody, week in and week out, I hear brotherhood. And, man, there's nothing stronger than that. Talk about the brotherhood, in your opinion, with this particular Huntsville Hornet team.
It's something that I've never been able to be a part of before. It's just great. It's just a great experience to have, to be with these guys, with the rest of them that couldn't be here today, with everybody on the team. It's just a good community and family.
You'll have this brotherhood the rest of your life. And nobody, I said it last week, nobody that doesn't wear the Hornet uniform will ever understand it, about the brotherhood. But it's special, man, and it's been fun to watch you guys.
We're going to play a memory game real quick. Do you remember what all these other guys so far said they wanted for Christmas, man?
PlayStation 5, socks, and spend time with his family.
All right, come on, man. I was all right. Christmas, what would you like, man?
Honestly, I'm going to go spend some time with some family, and I want to win on Saturday.
All right. Camera's right there on you. Who would you like to say hello to tonight?
I'd like to give a shout-out to my first two coaches, my dad and TJ, my youth coach.
Let's give it up, Ryan. Good to have you here tonight, young man, and keep up the great work. Ryan Hicks. All right, man.
Hi, my name is Shamar Stanford. I'm a senior, and I am a right guard.
Shamar, senior on the team, man. What has it been like for you? You've got some sophomores on the team, some juniors. Talk about your role.
Honestly, I feel like that I just have to teach them to just overcome and just set for the future for them. Because there's only two seniors in the O-line, so it's me and Cruz's responsibility to teach them to just to get better.
You feel a little bit more pressure being a senior?
No, not at all.
Did you play varsity last year? I wasn't here last year, so this is your first year on varsity, correct?
Yes,
What has that been like, stepping into that role, now playing on the varsity, and not only playing but taking care of business on that offensive line, man?
I don't really know how to say about that.
You grew up here in Huntsville?
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, family?
Family.
Okay, awesome. Brian?
What's the brotherhood mean to you?
I love them like family. I actually call Jose Cruz my brother because I don't really got nothing else besides that, honestly.
There's no better feeling in the world, is it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're going to battle with these guys on Saturday. You guys have each other's back no matter what. And, man, however long you guys, progress through life, this will always be your brothers. And that's a super cool feeling. So congratulations to you guys.
This season, a lot of uncertainty, just like I asked Nick a while ago, and COVID and everything, and you've worked through it. What's been the most fun part? And I always say besides winning, because, of course, that's fun. What has been the most fun part for you so far this season?
I say just the learning experience with everyone, be on the field, just training with these guys. Yeah.
And for you, how does this Christmas break kind of fall in? Does it break the rhythm at all? Kind of walk us through that.
Not at all. It's just the same stuff that we've always done, but further.
And so Christmas coming up, Friday. You don't play Friday, you got to play Saturday, but you get that day off. What are you looking forward to about Christmas, man?
Just anything. I'm planning to spend time with my family.
What would you like for Christmas, man?
Same thing as these other guys, just spending time with my family.
Awesome, man. Brian, final question?
Well, again, man, I'm just super proud of you guys. Go in there Saturday, leave it all on the field and do what you guys have been doing all year long, man, and good things will come.
Smart. How much can you bench, man?
About 225.
Okay, all right, man. So we're looking forward to seeing all that out there on Saturday. I get confused, man. Saturday, going to be a fun day. And I wanted to just take a moment back because I just felt this, man. This season, as I said earlier, has been so crazy with everything that's going on. And I think sometimes we, even us in the community, we kind of get wrapped up in how quickly things move. For the seniors, it's a special year, man. And so, you guys have a lot to hold your head up for. There's still a lot more to go, and we're proud of you guys. So I just wanted to tell you that, man.
Very proud.
Camera's right there on you, man. Who do you want to say hello to tonight?
I got to say Coach Lott, our O-line coach, and Coach Brock, and my mom.
All right. Well, let's give it up one final time. Smart, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you being here tonight. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll come back. We'll hear from the Booster Club. I don't know who it's going to be tonight, so it may be Mr. Brian over there. So we'll step aside. We'll take a break. Stay with us as the Hornet Nation Coaches Show continues. We'll be back in just a moment.
True Texas Barbecue, smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound, plus delicious sides like brisket, beans, creamed corn, potato salad, and coleslaw. Hungry? Stop by True Texas Barbecue inside HEB. Voted best barbecue chain in Texas the past 2 years by Texas Monthly. True Texas Barbecue presents the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with Rob Hipp and Coach Rodney Southern live at 6:30 p.m. Come early as seating will be limited. Sting 'em Hornets.
Hi, it's the Markham Realty kids. At Markham Realty, we know that it's the family in a house that makes it a home. Yes, and we know that if someone is buying or selling their home, ranch, or commercial property, we have to do our best to help them. The Markham Realty family has been in Walker County for almost 40 years. This is Corey Markham and my sister Bailey, and we know that everyone in our office wants to help you make your real estate dreams come true. So check us out at markhamrealty.com or stop by our office on 11th Street. We're excited and ready to go to work for you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! You need to get to WC Auto Center. Since 1997, the pros at WC Auto Center speak perfect car language, and they'll quickly find and fix what's wrong. Cutting-edge diagnostics, expert, experienced technicians, unparalleled service. You can trust WC Auto Center to get to the root of the problem and get you back on speaking terms with your car. Fast! WC Auto Center. They'll turn oh no into
all right.
Woo, I'm just trying to wake y'all up tonight, man. We got to get that fit. Sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody. We're here at True Texas Barbecue. How's everybody doing tonight? How's the food? HEB and True Texas have been such tremendous partners this year, and I just want to thank Vicki and all of her staff for allowing us to be here. We were trying to find a place to have the coaches show this year, and they said we would love to host that. And so, again, thank you to Vicki and her staff here at True Texas. Now joined as we wrap up our final segment, Mr. Brian Carroll with the Hornet Quarterback Club. Brian, good to see you, man.
Good to be back here again this evening. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I missed you guys for like the past 4 weeks in a row, man. So things have been hectic and crazy, and I haven't even been back into town in time over the past weekend. So I apologize that I haven't been able to see y'all, man.
No problem. Hey, just remember we meet during football season every Monday night at 6:30 at the field house there at Huntsville High School. So it's open to the public. You don't have to be a member to come out and join us. So if you want to come out and hear what's going on, well, you're welcome to come out and join us after the season's over later in January. Hopefully we'll go to once a month, but we'll meet through the school year, and then we'll resume back at July.
Keep it rolling. Hey, some people may have not known this. If you don't mind me bringing it up, you've got a state ring back in the day when you were with Mejia, man.
31 years ago tomorrow.
All right. Well, hey, how about that, man? Come on. What was Mejia then? Were they 3A?
Class 3A. It was 1989.
So how does it feel for you, you're being a dad, and your son is playing. I mean, it's a pretty cool opportunity. Playing really well. It's a pretty cool opportunity, man.
It's fun. I just tell him it's one game at a time. We kind of kid around and joke and stuff at times. pull out my jacket with my state patches on it, or my ring or something, just playing around and stuff. But I've been telling him here, and like I tell all the other kids, hey, it's one game at a time. We'll take care of business this week, and then we'll go from there.
Well, man, is there still – I wanted to ask this because there may be people wanting to know. Is there still any spirit gear for sale and those kind of things?
We do have spirit gear. If you'll reach out to us on Facebook, leave us a message, we'll get back with you. We do have some playoff gear left, long sleeve shirts. They're pretty much 2X and above, 2X to 5X, I believe. We have a few of those left. And I have also the same thing in short sleeve shirts, bigger sizes. And then we have like some youth mediums in both long and short sleeve shirts. If y'all watch for us on Facebook yesterday, we had a flash sale at the concession stand, and we sold some gear that we've had for a while and stuff. We want to try to get rid of some of it so we can bring in some new stuff for next year.
Cool. I miss those flash shells, man. I've had to pay full price, Brian. Come on, man. It's all good.
Hey, are you guys, as far as the quarterback club and the booster, y'all bringing any of that gear to the game on Saturday to sell, or?
We will have some for sale. Now the deal is, we try to get in there to be there for game time starts and stuff. So we'll have some gear for sale. We'll be outside the stadium selling some before it starts. So.
Okay, good.
Well, Brian, appreciate all that you guys have done and continue to do. I know that Andre and Tracy are here as well, so thank you all too. You guys are. I know that on Wednesdays y'all can't be here, but on Tuesdays that we've had it. So I just want to give a big thank you to everyone with the quarterback club. Thank you for all that you guys do supporting these kiddos. So.
And I'd like to say also our secretary Christina Stanford is here also this evening.
Christina, oh hey, how's it? I haven't met you, have I yet? I've maybe once or twice. I've been out of the loop for like 5 weeks. Well, good to have you here tonight, and thank you for all that you guys do. I have, yeah. It was like it seems like it was about a year ago because I haven't been in 4 weeks. So I'll just turn the microphone off before I get in trouble. Have a good night, everybody. No. Well, Brian, before we go, man, just any final thoughts, man, and how can folks get in touch with you? I know you mentioned Facebook, the Hornet Quarterback Club. They can find you on Facebook.
Sure, they can always send us a message on Hornet Quarterback Club there on Facebook. Like I said, we also meet on Monday nights. We plan on meeting again next Monday night. So, and a few more Monday nights after that, hopefully, we'll be able to keep meeting. So. All
right. Well, Brian, thank you again for all that you do, and it's been a fun night here, True Texas. That'll wrap up our coaches show. Of course, we will be on the road Saturday. It's kind of like a home game if you think about it in a way, just because the distance isn't that far, and so it's a good opportunity to get out. We will have the audio-only stream. Unfortunately, we don't anticipate on getting video rights, unfortunately, throughout the rest of the playoffs. We put in the request. We didn't get it again. But we will have that audio-only call. And, thank the community and the support. I think we had across the platforms, almost 3,000 people listening, and that doesn't include the FM radio. So thank you for your support and all of our sponsors for helping to make this coverage possible this year. But playing Crosby, the Cougars, Wood Forest Bank Stadium, Shenandoah, of course, right between Conroe and the Woodlands on Saturday. We'll have it at 1:30 for the pregame, 2 p.m. on the kickoff on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Brian, been a fun show tonight.
It has been a fun show, and I'm certainly looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be a heck of a game. We're talking the third round against the Crosby Cougars, and I'm excited for these Huntsville Hornets. I know they've been coached well. They're prepared, and, man, it's going to be a whale of a ball game.
Brian, what do you want for Christmas, man?
4 more wins.
There you go.
I love that. That's the best present right there.
Well, friends, as I end every broadcast, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there, especially during this Christmas season, they need you. So just reach out and let's be a light to those around us. We say it every week, and Merry Christmas, by the way. We say it every week on the count of 3. Say it like you mean it on the Stingham Hornets. 1, 2, 3.
Stingham Hornets!
We'll see you Saturday. Good night, and God bless from Huntsville, Texas.
True Texas Barbecue, smoked with Texas oak wood for up to 14 hours. Barbecue by the plate or pound, plus delicious sides like brisket.